Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is Johnny Hunkins of Popular Hot Rodding Magazine, and today we are at Luke Air Force Base in Glendale, Arizona, and we're doing a photo shoot on the cars of Chris and Nick Hall. And we have over here a 70 Chevy Nova with an LS motor in it, and we have a 68 Firebird, and this has got Pontiac engine in it, and believe it or not, this is an import. It was built in Antwerp, Belgium in 1968 and brought over here from England by its owner, Chris Hall. And photographer Robert McGaffin is going to be shooting these. He's shooting these right now for an issue of Popular Hot Rodding Magazine. You're going to see him really soon. Robert McGaffin is shooting the interior. And of course, you have to be very quiet. It's like a library. But see how he does it? He's got the light coming in the back there. We've got some sheets kind of wrapped on the window there. Make the light nice and soft on the inside. And then you can see, look how good that makes that interior look. Well, here we are with Nick Hall, the owner of this beautiful 1970 Chevy Nova. Nick lives in nearby Litchfield Park in Arizona here, and we're here in Luke Air Force Base doing a photo shoot today for Popular Hot Rodding. Nick, tell us a little bit about your Nova and how you got it and what's inside of it.
Well, I found it on Craigslist about 18 months ago. It's got a cammed LS2 in it, a TKO 600 5-speed, and a Curry 9-inch rear. It's got the chicane kit in the front by Speed Tech and a Chris Alston 4-link rear.
Well, we see it's got an LS motor under the hood and LS2, just like you said, and fast fuel injection. So you did a little camshaft in this thing?
Yeah, it's got a Lunetti Voodoo 600-inch lift cam in it, and then obviously the 92mm throttle body and the fast intake. Also a set of stainless works headers. So I mean, it runs pretty strong. Just got to get it tuned up.
I see you got a Willwood brake booster here, or master cylinder. Tell us a little bit about your brake system.
Yeah, the brakes are basically 2005 Corvette. They're drilled and slotted 13-inch rotors on the front, drilled and slotted 12-inch on the rear. Got the core-free calipers on the front.
What are the wheels?
The wheels are intro 2-piece rims, and they're 18x8 on the front, 18x9 on the rear.
Well, they seem to work pretty good. We caught you in the autocross at the Good Guys event in Scottsdale last fall. Let's take a look at the inside. Wow, look at this. Looks pretty clean, pretty simple. Looks like you're ready for autocross battle. Tell us a little bit about what you got in the interior.
So the interior, I've changed the front seats because it had a set of like 3rd gen Camaro seats in the front, and they wasn't up to the task of autocross duty. So I found these seats on eBay, but it wasn't too expensive and seemed to have a lot more lateral support. So I've changed those, put some sound in the under the floor. Other than that, the interior is pretty much how I bought the car. 2-meter gauges, and obviously no console or anything, just for the cleaner look.
So Nick, I noticed you have an English accent. Can you sort of tell me where you're from and why the interest in American cars?
Yeah, obviously originally from London, England. My family have always been into American cars. My uncle started it all. He bought a Ford Pinto and then progressed up to a 428 Cobra Jet Mustang and then a Boss 429. And then obviously the rest of my family kind of got into them. And then basically we're just into the old muscle cars that can stop, handle and go, as well as the European cars, you know, back home, to kind of keep up with them on the streets. So that's how we kind of got into it. We're into the American cars.
Boy, this thing looks gorgeous. Well, that's beautiful, but you're not the only one in the family who's into American cars, so we're going to go over here and take a look at your brother Chris's Firebird, and that's an interesting story there in itself.
Need the buddy to fix the car.
Yeah, that's true. You never have enough of that.
I can't work for that when we get anything done.
Well, this is Chris Hall, and he owns this 68 Firebird 400, and it's got a very interesting story. Chris is the brother of Nick, and this car is not your ordinary Firebird. It's technically an import, not a domestic car. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Chris?
Yeah, it was made in Antwerp, Belgium originally. That's where it was sold. And so it's not a US spec car, has no VIN number, just a chassis number. And it's an import. Brought it into the country with me when I moved here from England.
Well, there's the data plate showing where it was made in Belgium and imported here to the US. And muscle car enthusiasts, purists will love the fact this is Pontiac powered. Tell us a little bit about this motor, Chris.
It's a 69 400 with ported Edelbrock heads. They flow about 320 CFM at 650 lift. Has a 628 lift solid roller cam, ported Edelbrock Performer RPM. It runs good. Probably makes about 500 horsepower easy.
500 horsepower. That's excellent. Now, you do a lot of autocrossing with this car, is that right?
Yes, the Good Guys events, so it's a lot of fun. And it's kind of nice amongst all the LS cars to have a big heavy Pontiac keeping up with the LS motors.
Well, the Pontiac guys are definitely going to be big fans of you with this motor under the hood. You got to love these 68s with the 1 year only side marker lights. Hey Chris, let's take a look on the inside, see what's inside there. Wow. This thing looks like it is built for some serious motorsports activity here. Tell us what you've done here with the interior. What's that over there? A stick shift?
Yeah, it's a TKO 600 with a line lock and Corbeau GTS seats. And the rest of it's pretty much original. Door panels, dash, rear seats, new carpet, but it works pretty good. It's comfortable.
Wow. This is one of my favorite cars. You know, it's kind of the lesser, shall we say, brother to the Camaro, but as far as styling goes, the Pontiac definitely had it all over the Camaro, and it's one of the cars that I would love to own one of these days. You got some gauges over here too. What do you got going there?
I think it's just oil pressure, water temp, just basic stuff to keep an eye on that 400.
Sweet. You got some aftermarket air conditioning in this thing too?
Yep. Vintage air AC. Blows nice and cold. Here in Phoenix, you gotta have it.
Line lock there. Do a little drag racing?
Back in England, a lot of hills. So hill starts mainly, but doesn't hurt for occasional burnout either.
All right. Well, the hood tack is there, but doesn't actually work. Chris says it's not connected up, but it is a cool thing to have on the car. Having the aftermarket tack in here, though, does help it a little bit. Wow, what do we got under here? We got some DSC subframe connectors. Tell us about that.
Yep, the DSC connectors, man, they really stiffen the car up. I used to have bolt-ins before, but man, I'd recommend these to anyone. They work great.
What do we got here for rolling stock? This looks pretty badass.
It's a Boyd Cuttington Magneto 17 by 8 in the front and a 18 by 9 in the rear with some plasti dip on the center spokes to change it up a little bit from the polished look.
What do you have for brakes?
They're a real early set of Bear Racing 12-inch SS drags. It uses the conventional PBR twin piston up front, and that's before they got their logo on the brakes. Bought these back in '96.
Oh, and you got the Nitto NT05s. Those things are pretty serious for hookup on the autocross. You like those?
Yep. Just ran the last one. Was the first time out with these tires, and I noticed an improvement. So yeah, like them.
So what do you have for suspension up in here?
It's basically a Hotchkiss TVS with relocated front leaf spring eye, like the Herb Adams mod, and a Coney shocks, the Hotchkiss sway bars. So it works pretty good.
Wow, this car is really spectacular, and I think our readers are going to really love it. Thanks for sharing your Firebird with us, Chris.
Oh, thank you.
One of the cool things about doing a shoot for Popular Hot Rodding magazine is usually all the friends and the family of the folks who are doing the photo shoot come out to enjoy the day. And we've got this big, beautiful lot here at Luke Air Force Base the folks have let us use, and everybody's bringing their hot rods out here just to hang out. It's kind of like a mini car show. We got the Easy Up over here. We got the Cruiser out here with the goodies. This is a really beautiful looking 61 Ford wagon that's been put down on air ride, and it's got a 390 in it. We've got a 65 Chevelle over here that is cool. It's only got about 15 or 16 grand in it, and it's just a beautiful looking sort of low buck pro touring car. And then we have all of our fans over here. Say hi to everybody.
I can't do anything yet. Flashers ready? Flashers ready?
Flashers ready.
Flashers ready.
We love popular hot rod magazine. Woo! Yeah, Johnny Sexy.